Hey CSU Global, my name is Brad Schiffelbein. For those of you who do not know me, I am your student representative to the Colorado State University System Board of Governors. The Board of Governors, if you do not know what it is a board that oversees the three Colorado State University institutions, the three being obviously CSU Global, CSU Fort Collins, and CSU Pueblo. And we get together on a regular basis and we go over what is going on with the institutions, both financially and academically. My job as your representative is to put together a student report for each one of these meetings and to share the insight of a CSU Global student with the voting board members. So this last meeting took place on the 7th and the 8th of August, so a little over a week ago. And I wanted to share with you everything that pertained to CSU Global that went on with that meeting. So I'll start with my report. First, I reported on two major things. The first was graduation, which took place on the 7th of June down at First Bank Center in Broomfield, Colorado. So those of you who are getting ready to graduate, that's something that we really look forward to every year. We only have it once a year. And the reason I reported on that in this meeting was because the June meeting took place in Pingree Park, and we actually did not have student or faculty reports. So I touched on that a little bit, and then also I touched on a phone conference that I was able to be a part of that took place with student body presidents from the state of Colorado, Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico, as well as the National Campus Leadership Council and a representative from the White House. There are two main topics during this phone conference that I reported on to the board, and that was college affordability and sexual assault prevention. Now, obviously, we don't have a campus, so sexual assault prevention is not something that we really have a problem with on campus. But college affordability is a very big issue that I know is on everybody's minds. So they talked about two things. The representative from the White House told us what the administration was doing, and then they opened it up to input from the student body presidents. So the two things that the White House shared was a pay-as-you-earn program, which is something you can enroll in after you graduate, and it puts a cap on your monthly student loan payment for federal loans, and it puts a year limit on how long you have to be paying on those loans. And the next thing they talked about was a college rating system, where it's something they're currently working on developing. And you can get online as a parent or as a student, and you can look at schools based on certain metrics, a lot of them being financial. And it'll tell you what you can really get out of your dollar with each institution. So if you have children that are getting close to that age, you can actually look that up and you can help determine which institution is the most financially sound decision to make. And then they opened it up for discussion. And talked a little bit about that. And I was really curious, as soon as this conference was over, what CSU Global was providing with its students as far as financial education for post-graduation. So I found out, obviously we do a lot of things going into your time at CSU Global. We have the alternative credit options, the competency-based exams, and the prior learning assessments, which are all ways to help reduce the cost, and you can test out of some of these classes and still get those credit hours that you need towards your degree. It's a great way. You can look into it, talk to your your student advisors, and they can help you get into one of these options that we have that will help you get through school faster as well as at a cheaper cost. And the other thing that CSU Global does is relatively new, and that's exit counseling. Now this is utilized through another company called Inceptia, And after you graduate, they're going to be calling you and to give you counseling on how to pay back your student loans. What are the best ways? What are your options? So if you get a phone call after you finish your degree program, after you graduate, they want to talk to you about financial options after you graduate, don't ignore that. Some of the numbers have been relatively low for our graduates taking advantage of this program. So really look into that, because they can help you figure out ways, such as the Pay As You Earn program, to lower your student loan repayments and possibly lower the limits on how many years you have to be paying on that. So look into that and definitely participate in that program, because that's a great way of being more educated on how to repay your loan once you've graduated. And then our faculty, Bob Deemer, who is a new faculty rep for CSU Global. In his report, he talked a lot about the faculty and the training that they have to do. And I really just wanted to touch on this because I want all of the CSU Global students to know that they are in really, really good hands. Our faculty is amazing. I've never had any experiences with faculty that have really turned me off. They're all amazing faculty, and it's because of some of the programs that CSU Global has them do. They have a lot of structured initial training when they're selected to be a CSU Global faculty member, and then they do continuous training that is mandatory and that they're paid for every year. That way they can stay current on some of the adult learning processes that are out there and whatnot. So that's really all I have as far as the August meeting and that conference call that I was a part of. So now I wanted to open it up to you. If you have any questions for me, you can shoot me an email. It's bogstudentrep@csuglobal.edu. And let me know what you're thinking. If you want to hear more, if you want to have more input in the process, if you have a problem with a faculty member and you don't feel comfortable talking to your student advisor, anything that you want answers to, just send me an email and I will do my best to get that back out to you. So I hope everyone's having a great term, and we will talk to you next time. Thanks.